Why, hello there, my name's DepthCharge2030, and today I'm talking about The Punisher, issue number 11. Take a look at this comic book cover art, and let me just say, this is a decent cover. It's interesting. The main thing is that it's interesting, you're intrigued, you see the vest, the bulletproof vest just hanging there, there's blood everywhere, there's the vultures gnawing at it. That's good. But the coloring is what kind of makes me go, just makes me not feel right about it. I'm just like, I get it's in the desert, but that up there, that over there, I don't know. There's just something off about it that makes me feel like, that maybe if they made it a bit darker, or I don't know, or made it a bit lighter. I don't even know if they could have made it lighter. The thing is, it just makes me feel weird looking at it. So, yeah. So let's just jump right in and talk about the comic itself. And in the first page of in the comic, we're here with the Dos Souls leader's brother, and he's just sitting down, being like, "Hello, gang leaders of L.A. Today, I'm offering you all to join as my organization, and we're gonna kill everything. So yeah, we're the villains. Yeah, even yeah, we're the villains. Yeah." And so then we go over back to Frank in Costa Rica in that prison, and he's just manhandling that one elderly prisoner guy who, because it's been so long since I've actually read like the last comic, I actually don't know who this guy is. I forget who he is. I just know he knows things. And so Frank is just like, "What do the numbers mean? Ah." And so I'm just like, Frank beating up old people, Frank. And then we go over to the cop lady who's friends with Frank, and then she's just crying. She's at the bedside of the store owner from last issue who got beat up by gang members, and she's just like, "I'm going to avenge you," Punisher style. And it's neat to see her, like, how without the Punisher, people have gone, like her, have gone to the vigilante route. And that's just interesting for me to see happen. And I'm just like, this is why we need Punishers. So people like us don't become the Punisher. It's kind of like without the Punisher, there's this vacuum, and people just need to go and fill that vacuum. And yeah, so it's kind of like, it's interesting. That's what I gain from this comic. And then we go back over to Frank, and then we get this interesting narration. We were talking about comparing people to rats and how they're just vermin, except when you think, oh, he's talking about the criminals in the prison. No, he's talking about the guards. And I found that interesting. I'm just like, that's rehabilitation is a joke, Frank. It's a funny joke, Frank. And then I just want to applaud this 2-page spread of Frank getting the crap beat out of him, and I don't, it just goes from every panel where he gets hit just goes red, and the ones where it's kind of just still go blue. I'm just like, it kind of shows the dynamic of what's going on, and I like that. I like that whole artistic choice for this couple of pages. I like that. Then it turns out Frank was like, "Oh, I'm not." When he's in the infirmary, he's just like, he pulls the gun and just goes, "Take me to a car," and just goes, "Drive." And then Frank leaves, and then the cop lady, she pays off some uh, gang members, be like, "Hey, where'd these guys who beat up my friend go?" "Oh, they hang out down over there. Thanks, lady." And then she just throws on a vest and grabs a shotgun and just starts hunting them down. And I'm just like, okay. And so Frank, he just calls a Black Widow and goes like, "Oh, hey, remember when I wound up in jail? Turns out that was all part of the plan." And so it was all for Black Widow to get info on this one old dude. And so I don't know what's going on in the Black Widow book, but I think this goes into what she's doing. So yeah, that's good. You know, it kind of makes sense now that that whole crossover happened, and I'm just like, you did good. You did good, editorial. You did good. And so then we cut over back to L.A. The cop lady, she gets arrested for, killing people. And then we cut back to Frank in Nicaragua, and he's just sitting by the road, And this is the best part of the issue. This is the greatest thing I can say came from the past 11 issues. This is the best part. Because it is the return of Rachel Cole Alves from the Punisher run by Greg Rucka, which I love that run. I strongly advise anyone who likes the Punisher, if you can, find what you can with that. It's great. It's a great run. And just seeing these two together again, I'm just like, they listen. And so Frank, he just goes, man, I'm out of shape. I'm an old man. And I'm just like, And then Rachel just goes, slams the brakes of the car and just says, Frank, you, like, get back over there. You're the only one who can do this. And it's just great seeing, because it's from her. Like, this wouldn't carry any weight if it was from anyone else. It just had to be from her. Because if you read the Greg Rucka run, and it just it had to be Rachel who would have to tell Frank this, and it's a great. I just like the interaction between them, and it's just great to see them together again. So yeah, but then the end of the issue, we follow the Howling Commandos, and they just apparently go there to hunt down. Because if I remember, they're there to look for Frank's family, I guess, and he has family. So apparently, the wife of this one guy is related to Frank somehow, and they're there to rob the or kidnap them, and that's where the issue ends. But not after we are reminded that they are the Howling Commandos. Thank you, book. And so that's basically the issue. Uh, what I think about it, uh, the issue kind of is just there to bring Frank into this position where he's like, damn it, I've got to go back to LA. It's been ramping up with the cop lady. I forget who she is. I just remember she's a cop. And things have been ramping up, so she's resorted to killing people, so that happened, and it's great to see Rachel again. She's a great character. And the Howling Commandos, stop. And overall, it's a decent book. I give this a 3 out of 5, mainly because it just feels there. Like by this point in time, I'm just like, haven't Frank? Why aren't you back in L.A.? This is issue 11. Get back to L.A. Like, yeah. So my name is Depth Charge 2030. This is a decent book. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. So yeah, take care.